Hey, folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders. It is Tuesday, June 17th, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have signed strong safety DeShon Elliott to a 2-year contract extension. News came down late last night that the Steelers and Elliott had agreed to a 2-year, $12.5 million extension to his existing one-season, $3 million remaining on his contract. And it's a pretty team-friendly deal. On the new money, the $6.25 million per year will make Elliott just the 30th highest paid safety in the NFL, despite him having a fantastic season in his first year with the Steelers in 2024. He finished second on the team in tackles, also had, I believe, 6 passes defended, an interception, several fumble recoveries, several forced fumbles, was an impact player for the Steelers in his first season, and they lock up that position for 2 more years with a really, like I said, team-friendly extension. Why did this deal come about when it did? Well, I think DeShon Elliott seemed to have a sense of home in Pittsburgh. He really enjoyed playing with the Steelers last year. I asked him last year about November, about halfway through the year, what did he like about being with Pittsburgh? And he said, I feel like I was born to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. I love the defense. I love the camaraderie in this locker room. I love Mike Tomlin. This is just where I was meant to be. And, he had 3 years in Baltimore at the beginning of his career. 2 of those 3 years, he missed more than half of the season with injury. Didn't feel like he was going to get an opportunity to be trusted there. Bounced around the league, goes to Detroit, goes to Miami, comes to Pittsburgh, and it's home. It just feels like a place where he fits. He likes AFC North football. He fits the role that the Steelers want their strong safety to have. A lot of teams, more popular than ever, playing cover 2, where you have basically balanced roles for your free safety and your strong safety. The Steelers are not that. They're going to play him down in the box in that cover 1, cover 3 role that is their traditional defense, and he fits that to a T. There's not a lot of other teams out there that do that. So could DeShon Elliott have gotten more money if he played out this year and got into free agency next offseason? Probably. But what were the fits going to be? What were the opportunities going to be for teams that wanted that? How many of those teams were going to be out there? Were there going to be bids? And does one of those teams that plays that defense that wants them turn out to be a team that's out of it? It's not anywhere close to contending. The Steelers play good football. They were in the playoffs last year. They will probably be in the mix for the playoffs again this year. That means a lot to a player. And so I think it just turned out to be one of those deals that I was honestly not expecting to happen, because I think DeShon Elliott's worth more than $6.25 million, but I understand why he agreed to it and why it made sense for him and his agent to come to the table now. And the Steelers get an important piece of business done. Look, they have a lot of draft picks next year, but they are going to lose a lot of them when they trade up in the draft to go get a quarterback. And so they can't really afford to go into the 2026 draft with a whole laundry list of needs. We already know, unless Omar Khan is super active in free agency, at least one of wide receiver 2, cornerback will probably still be sitting there, right? More than likely. One of those two will be, in addition to quarterback, be a big need for next offseason. There's a question mark at left guard. Isaac Seumalo also entering the last year of his season, also 30, 31 years old. What does the future bring for him? I don't know. There was no need for strong safety to also be a question mark going into a draft where you're looking to trade up. You're probably not going to have a lot of picks. In a normal draft, you're looking for 1 star, 2 starters, a role player and a backup, right? And then some dart throws. It's probably not the way the 2026 draft is going to go for the Steelers. They're going to have to condense their assets into 1 or 2 or 3, meaningful players. And so there's really no reason for them to want to let this play out. They really liked having DeShon Elliott from a personality fit in the locker room too. He's a guy that brought a lot of energy. Was immediately a player that you just knew understood what it meant to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, how to speak the language and fit in the culture from day one. Him, Patrick Queen, I thought Dante Jackson all did a really good job of that last year. And I think you look at Juan Thornhill already going down that road this year is going to be helpful in that way as well. But it's just a really good culture fit. It's a really good scheme fit. He's a really good player. He's familiar with Minka Fitzpatrick. Basically, this is a home run signing by Omar Khan to take care of a future need, to do it at what I think is a bargain compared to how good DeShon Elliott played for the Steelers last year, is a real bonus. So a big win for Omar here. And now, look, the Steelers are clearly in the part of the offseason where they're willing to do some business with their expiring contract free agents. Wouldn't surprise me if we see talks start with Calvin Austin. He's told me in minicamp they had not, but it wouldn't surprise me if very similarly the Steelers are trying to get ahead of that one and see if they can get that locked up as well. That's all I got for this morning. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss an episode of Steelers Morning Rush, Steelers Afternoon Drive, more with Smitty at 6. And also make sure you go over and sign up for SN Plus so you get access to our subs only live stream. That's happening Thursday at 6 p.m. with me, Smitty, and DB. You definitely want to check that out if you haven't gotten to one yet. They're a good time. So you go over to SteelersNow.com, sign up for SN Plus so you get all the best stuff from EDB and the rest of the Steelers Now team, ad-free experience, and these subs-only live streams. Until next time, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and enjoy.